Oh, just mute everything.
Everything good.
Yep.
Yo, everybody, what's up, and welcome back to another episode of APF Podcast, episode 146. It is the most phenomenal man that shocked the system, aka the coach.
And it's your boy going forward. Hope you guys are having a good start to your weekend. We've got a great show podcast to start, so let's get into it.
So, first things first, we got to talk about Chris White and Kenny Dobbs. And as you can see, long story short, the Hoolies were supposed to play against the West Coast squad. Everybody from the Hoolies showed up except for Chris, because one thing we gotta know about Chris is Chris don't like restrictions. If he wants to get crazy, he gotta go crazy on somebody and not be held back. But because Ball's Life is a company, they gotta protect their brand. Chris wasn't having none of those restrictions. So long story short, he didn't play. His whole team played. His whole team is good, but they just got wiped out by the West Coast squad because they're just better. The Hoolies, they're not bad, but the West Coast squad is just better all around. They got everything. So, I mean, even if Chris was there, they still would probably won like 1 or 2 games max. But with Chris is like he'll go out. He'll just, I don't even know, man. I mean, I like Chris, but sometimes you just gotta be the bigger person, and if you really want this content, you really want this big bag, and you're gonna do what you gotta do to get it. They was getting paid to play. Ball's Life was paying them to come out there and play. Everybody got a bag. Everybody got a bag, including the Friga fan versus Hoolies, where they played against Devontae Friga's team. Everybody got a bag. So I guess the bag isn't worth it to show up. I mean, I understand that you getting all these all these security guards and you can't really get active like that, but they're a brand. They're trying to protect their brand. They're not trying to be one of those guys that literally let fights happen. I mean, that's not them. Ball's Life don't do that. So I understood why Ball's Life has so many. If you watch that game, bro, they had like so many security guards, bro. I'm telling you, like, they was ready. They was ready for something to go down. Because it's the Hoolies. You hear that name, somebody about to get active. So I think so you don't know who Kenny Dobbs is, I'm guessing.
Not exactly.
So,
I've heard the name.
Long story short, he's a top tier. He's a hooper, but he's more known for dunking back in the day.
Okay.
But he can hoop. That's all. That's about it, really. He can hoop. So knowing right now, you don't know who Kenny Dobbs. So this is good. I know who Kenny Dobbs is. I know he can hoop and all that. I've seen what he can do. But based off of your judgment, without you knowing who Kenny Dobbs is, like on the hoop, like him, like you've never seen him hoop, but have you seen Chris hoop?
Have I seen who?
Have you seen Chris White hoop?
Chris White? No, probably not.
Okay, so based off of names, like who would you think would win
between Kenny Dobbs and Chris White?
Yeah, because they were supposed to play like over a year ago.
Yeah. Well, the other guy. Well, you told me that Kenny Dobbs can really hoop. What about Chris White? Can he hoop?
He can. He's not bad, but he's more of his build is more of a post player. Like he can really get down the post, but he can take it outside. He can take it outside.
Is he bigger than the other guy?
Yeah, Chris is like 6'5", like 260.
How big is the other?
Kenny's like around the same height, maybe a couple inches shorter, and he's like a bit more not skinny, but he's a bit more smaller.
Has he ever given his weight?
No.
Well, then I would give it to the. Well, I would give it to the other guy if he has a really good post game. Then he can win it. I mean, when Cash continues to beat these guys who are more skilled than him, it's because he can play defense and he gets in the post and he's usually stronger than most of them. So I'm going to pick the Chris White guy because sounds like he could probably dominate the game more the way he plays rather than the other guy who may just be more of a perimeter scorer.
Yeah, Kenny is more of a Kenny plays more of a perimeter, but he could also go inside, but he more plays perimeter. I don't know what he primarily did back in the day with those and 1 days 10 years ago, but I know based on what I see him, like he can do inside or outside. Chris is more of an inside guy, but he can also take it outside if he has to. Well, he's not really the best outside, but he can also, you can trust him out there at the same time. So, I mean, that's really about it. I've been waiting for them to play for the longest, and they haven't yet to do that. And there have been multiple times where they're supposed to set up games and never happen. I don't know why, but at the same time. I mean, you could say scared. Yeah, I mean, you could say scared, or it's just really a bunch of miscommunication, a bunch of BS where people are saying this and that. Yeah, people are really like misinformed and not really trying to get straight to business. But I just want them to play because I've been waiting for that game over a year. I've been waiting for that game. And also another thing you gotta know about Kenny is that he's injury prone as hell. He's a baller, but he also gets injured too easily, way too easily. So, I mean, other than that, I mean that's about it. I just want to see them play and I just want to see who can really get down. So, other than that, let's which awards are we gonna talk about that we know?
So
for sure?
I found a really good article called On the Ringer. The article shows me every award, and it's called "Picking Every Individual Award on the NBA's 2021-22 ballot."
Do you have you put that link in the chat so I can look it
in this private chat?
Yeah, and I mean it's gonna be posted on YouTube, but it's like it's gonna be posted on YouTube. It don't matter. It's basically like so you go on your post to comment, you copy the link, and then you go to
you see it?
Comment.
It's on StreamYard.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
yeah,
you see the Streamer Live viewer section.
Are you on YouTube or on StreamYard?
On StreamYard, so you can just post the link in StreamYard.
Okay, I put in the private chat.
It says post to comment. Oh, private chat. Okay, okay. That's
cool. I put it there.
Okay, yeah. Okay, bet.
Yeah, I just put it there.
Okay, I got it.
Okay. And so the first award is the most valuable player. So the top 5 guys are everybody's top 5, really. Giannis, Nikola Jokic, Joel Embiid, Devin Booker, and Luka Doncic. Now, here's my thing, is that I think Nikola Jokic should win it. Because Nikola Jokic...
The Joker? Okay.
Yeah, I think he should go back-to-back. Look, he just had the first ever 2K points, 1K rebounds, 500 assist season in NBA history. He's averaging 27 points, 14 rebounds, and 80 assists per game, which nobody's ever done. I mean,
sorry to cut you off, but I mean, look at him. I mean, look at this, bro. He's the only big man I know since how many assists do you average?
Yes, 8.
8, just 8 flat.
8 flat.
That's the most I've seen since Wilt Chamberlain back in like the 60s. And Wilt Chamberlain had like 8.5.
Yeah.
With the
but he wasn't trying to score like that anymore.
Exactly. So I would
You
say
know,
he'd be the front runner
I,
because
personally, personally, I think this is the hardest one because you've got Embiid. He's averaging 30 points, 11 rebounds, 4 assists on 61.4% true shooting percentage, which takes every kind of shot, which includes free throws, something only Kareem has done. He also has number 7 defense. You've got Giannis, who's 30 points, total rebounds, 6 assists, 2.4 blocks and steals in 34 minutes per game. But I mean, that's also incredibly impressive, and it's going to be hard. But the reason why I give it to Jokic over these two is because those two guys have had their entire teams the entire year, while Jokic has had no Jamal Murray and no Michael Porter Jr. for pretty much the entire season, and almost has the same record as these other guys. And so to me, that's why I go for him more than anything. I mean, to carry your team to 7th in offensive efficiency without your 2 players for the entire season is just something that can't be ignored. He is. I mean, if you read some of his stat lines throughout the later part of this season, last 2 or 3 weeks, he's putting up 35 points. He's putting up almost 15 rebounds. He's putting up almost 8 assists every single game, and he has to, or his team cannot win. And to me, you have to give him that more. Plus, I don't think, and the reason why I always say most valuable player is that if you really, most valuable player is very easy for me to always say. If you take Jokic away, if you take Embiid away, if you take Giannis away from the team of this year's team, how good do you think they are? I know for sure that the Bucks could probably make the playoffs, and I think the Sixers could make the playoffs. The Nuggets are not making the play-in. I don't think they're even close to making
has
anything.
Jamal Murray even played?
He's not played all this year. Not at all.
Okay, so they're gone. They're done for them.
They're done. So for me, why I pick Jokic is not only the numbers back it up, but the biggest denominator is you take him away, they are a lottery team. You take those other guys away, their team can survive. Number one, they're in the East. Number two, both teams have very good players. Middleton and Holiday can get you to a playoffs. Tyrese Maxey and James Harden, I guess now, and Tobias Harris can get you to the playoffs. That's just me, for myself. But we'll see. I mean, we'll see what they want to do. But that's my pick and why I'm picking Jokic over them all.
For me, oh man, I mean, I know for sure it's not a. I'm not going with Booker or Doncic because, I mean, really they haven't. Well, not really Booker, but someone Luka. His team is what is it? What is his team, third? Really? Let me see. Let's see what his team. Let me see what the standings are. Is this because the standings will tell me? Oh, it's damn. LeBron's out the playoff race. MVP race. Damn.
Hey, he should be out. I mean, his team is in the play. His team is not even playing.
Makes sense.
How can you be an MVP if your team is can't make the play-in? It's the truth.
Okay, so
if he was in the playoffs, he really would have a real good shot. But unlike Jokic, he's not in the playoffs, so he can't do. There's no reason to even have him think about it.
So yeah, I mean, a good choice would be Booker because he is a part of the reason why the Suns were like almost 65 wins.
Yeah,
but I'll say Jokic also. I'll say he should go back to back because
yeah.
I mean yeah. The Sixers are fourth, the Bucks are second, but
look at the games won and lost. It's exactly the same. Almost.
It's exactly. It's like a one for the Nuggets. It's like 1-3. For the Nuggets and the Sixers, it's 1-3. It's 1-2.
Yes. Yeah, it's like a game. They're a game behind, and you know, there. Yeah, you can continue. Yeah.
Okay. So the Sixers is like a and the for the Bucks and Sixers, it's one each. And for the Bucks and the Nuggets, it's 2-3. 2 wins, 3 losses difference. So it really, I'm not mad. I'm not gonna be mad personally at whoever wins. I mean, all three of them in their
Yeah.
own right deserve it. But I had to pick one, I would pick the Joker because he's had the he's had to carry the most out of everybody. And Giannis had his squad. Joel Embiid had like he didn't have like James Harden throughout the whole season, but Harden was there.
Hmm.
So I mean, that's really about it for me. I mean, I would pick Jokic because he's had the hardest road of everybody.
Oops. All right. Very good.
Well, I would pick Jokic because he's had the hardest road. Here,
Okay, I'm back.
okay, so really, it's just I would pick Jokic. He's had the hardest road. I mean, he's had no Jamal Murray all season, and everybody else has had to like help. And if that doesn't get rewarded, then I mean, I guess I don't know what does. So I mean, that's my thoughts on who should be MVP.
Hmm. Well, the next award is quickly, obviously, would be Defensive Player of the Year. We got Bam, Marcus Smart, Mikal Bridges. Those are three really good names. Bam Adebayo is the evolution of the five in terms of being able to really guard. I really hope anybody else wins other than Rudy Gobert. I get that he's near the top of the NBA in blocks, defense, rebound, contested shots, but I'm sorry. All that great defense and their team continues to lose games. Just lost another game down up by 17 over Phoenix. Lost that game. So I don't really know why he should be the main guy. I agree with this guy's list. I would love it to go to Bam. Bam Adebayo to me is the best defender in the league because he can actually guard fives, fours, twos, guards. He can guard everybody.
And
He really can.
he's not too big either. He's
He's
not
not
too
too
big to
big.
where he can play the five and actually play like 30 minutes at the five.
Yeah.
He can do all positions.
Yeah. And to me, I would then my my second one would be Mikal Bridges because he's got 7'1" wingspan, which is incredible. He can chase all those good shooters. He's still not only he does that, he can score. It allows the Phoenix defense to be very simple and easy. You don't have to do too much help because he can actually, you know, take that get around bigs or setting screens and keep in front. And he's part of the number two defense in the NBA, and I really do hope that he gets this award. Gotta give at least something to like the Phoenix Suns. I mean, they may actually win absolutely nothing. They may not even have Devin Booker probably be. Well, we'll talk about it on my first team All NBA list. At least for me, because I actually give respect to the best teams in the league. If you're the best team in the league, you deserve to have somebody there. But yeah, I think Mikal Bridges would be a good shot. Marcus Smart is always going to be Defensive Player of the Year, but in terms of like player, Rudy Gobert is not on my list. He's not the best defender in the league. It's easy to have the highest contested field goal percentage and block shots and defense rebound when you're literally in the paint, and all you do is do drop defense, which is why they'll never win because every team is just gonna run, pick and roll, and get an open three. I don't know. I don't know, man. You know, that's just me, but I would give the Bam. He's the best defender. The only issue is he only played was it? He only played 60 games, I think, this season. He played fewer than 60 games and 2,000 minutes played. Um, but they did give it to Rudy Gobert in 2017-18, where he played even less than those marks, less too.
I mean,
So
playing less. Well, actually, no, I'm not gonna say playing less games matters, but there's a certain amount of games that you have to play to even be considered.
yeah,
And
I just hope that yeah, I mean he's part of the number 4 overall defense in the NBA. I just believe it should go to any of those three guys because I believe the best defenders in the league are guys who can guard the perimeter, and Rudy Gobert can't guard the perimeter. Like he's gotten away with being able to do all these block shots and no rebounding and looking at his contest percentage. Yes, because the NBA is all about trying to get inside. That's true. But all I know is if you bring him out to deep water, he's going to drown. And I can't give the Defense Player of the Year award to that guy. I've agreed with Draymond Green for years. I don't think that Rudy Gobert is that great. His advanced metrics are all good. But if you watch the games, no team, I think, until the Clippers really took advantage of bringing him out to deep water and drowning him. That's why I don't think he's going to win anymore. Not only is the team not good, but I think people are starting to wise up that, hey, it's great and it's easy to have all these advanced metrics him number one because teams are trying to get inside. But why not me get you? Let's be honest. If Bam Adebayo was on Utah, they would be a better team. They really would. You don't think they would? They get a guy who can shot block. He can paint patrol faster than Rudy Gobert, even most point guards, the size of a Karl Malone. If that doesn't tell you that this guy is better, he can guard guards. I've seen him guard the best guards in the league and stay in front of them. They can't shake him off. I've seen Rudy Gobert get turned around, blown past by. So if you want to tell me that Rudy Gobert is still the best defender in the league, that's a lie. He's not even better than Draymond Green, and I will always stand by that. Always stand by that.
oh yeah, Draymond Green may not score as efficiently, but the point of him, the point, great Draymond's point is him playing defense, and he does it better than not Jokic, better than Rudy, even though Rudy's like 7 feet tall. But we've seen like the best of defenders that are way smaller than him win the award. Like hence Gary Payton, like what back in what 90 something in the 90s or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've seen like Gary Payton, the only guard in history to actually have good defensive stats. So I would say Bam is the best option in my opinion. But I wouldn't be mad if another guard got it. Show love to the guards that actually care about playing defense and not just always handing it to the big man. So I would pick Bam to win Defensive Player of the Year.
Yep. It's true.
I was
So the next one is Rookie of the Year. It's Scotty Barnes, Evan Mobley, Kay Cunningham. Well, I'm not good. Kay Cunningham is out. His team is not very good, and he didn't play most of the season. So why should he ever get that part? The other two guys' teams are actually competing for the playoffs, so that it's not really competition. Kay Cunningham is probably better than them, but he didn't play enough games. Didn't play well when he started first 15. He's 18-6-6 after the All-Star break. The other two are it. And if I'm picking the other two, I'm picking Scotty Barnes. Scotty Barnes is somebody who not only did he get through the rookie wall, he plays against he's a really good defender. He actually can score more than people thought. He leads all players in defensive versatility, which means how versatile you are on defense. He's led all players in that one. He gets hard assignments. He plays Jason Tatum, James Harden, Kevin Durant, Doncic, LeBron, Jimmy Butler. So, and we've seen him go and play. I've seen him play Jokic. And Karl Anthony Towns. He is probably the best rookie we've seen in a while. come in and is easily playing. And let's not forget, he went to a Toronto team that was not good and turned them into a fifth seeded team. Possibly, yeah, I think they're going to be the fifth seed now, somehow weirdly. So I would give it to him. Second would be Evan Mobley because it's really hard for big men to play well in the league, and he's averaging 16 and a half points per game. I did not think he would come in the league and have such a great offensive game like he did. Especially because he didn't really do much in college until the NBA. The tournament 2 years ago. But he came in and he's been able to do it. So I would pick Scotty Barnes over those two guys.
Oh yeah, I'll pick Scotty Barnes too. I mean, he's had more shocking numbers this year, his rookie year, than any other rookie out there. I mean, even though there have been some rookies that have had moments, but Scotty Barnes has always been at the top of the rookie list this year, and nobody really has much of a chance in my eyes at winning it more than him. So I don't really need to say much because I mean, if Scotty Barnes' name is in the air that much, then there's no doubt in my mind that I would be more pleased that he would be Rookie of the Year. I mean, so the coach of the year. I mean, do we need to say much? I mean, it's Monty Williams. I mean, the Suns have the best record. And then that's about it.
Yeah, I mean, after last year, to keep have them keep that same level of energy and commitment to the defensive end and having really good lineups and their offensive execution to stay as good as it is, because I mean they have the ultimate weapon in Chris Paul fadeaway jump shots. I mean that is just he has that all game late in the game. He's it. I mean you improve the team. It is what it is. Like Steve Kerr shall have won it 2 years in a row. When his team went from 65 wins to 73 wins, he shall have won it again. And Monty Williams, he won the last year, correct?
Yeah.
He should win again this year. His team got better. The team got better. Their defense, their offensive efficiency is better. And most important thing, they're winning more games this year. It is what it is. I know they don't really do it. They'll probably give it to Taylor Jenkins, but I would give it to Monty Williams rather than Taylor Jenkins. And JB Bickerstaff should be there too, but hey, that's who I would give it to.
Doesn't he coach the Rockets?
He coaches the Cavaliers.
Oh yeah, I forgot he coaches the Cavaliers. Yeah. Let me see.
And then, so you pick him as well, right? Okay.
I picked Monty Williams to do it again.
Okay. So the next one is Sixth Man of the Year. We got Tyler Hero, Kevin Love, Cameron Johnson. Now, Tyler Hero would be mine. From the beginning, he's been the guy. I mean, he's probably been leading this thing the entire season. He's averaging 20.9 points per game. And let's be pretty honest, he's probably the second best offensive player on their team anyways. So, he leads the team in shot attempts per game and usage rate. So he really should. He's a starter. He's a true starter coming off the bench. He does the pick and roll. He can penetrate the defense. I mean, I would just give it to him.
Actually, no. Freaking Tom Thibodeau won it last year.
I'm sorry. He won the award that counts in the record books.
He won the NBCA.
Yeah, Monty Williams won the coaches voted one. So yes, he'll probably win this year's. But I mean, I guess I'm not surprised. I mean, didn't they win 49, 50 games last year?
They were 41 and 31.
They only won 41 games, but when you go from being literally a lottery team for years to I think they're the fifth seed in the league in the East. I get it, but I wouldn't have really given it to him.
Heck no.
But
I'll pick Tyler Hero also.
Yeah, I'll say that. I mean, the Heat score a top 5 rate when he's on the floor. They're bottom 10 when he's off it. He's a mainstay of their closing lineups. He leads the team in crunch time scoring. They need him. It's pretty easy. I do love that Kevin Love had a resurgence. Um, he's been posting. He posted 44% 3-point field goal percentage, 40% 3-point percentage, and 87 from the free throw for Kevin Love. The first 3 months is dropped. He's finally healthy. He can play the 4 and the 5. I mean, he's averaging 10.2 3-point attempts per 36 minutes, which is a different way of how they do minutes. Probably better. I just think he is. Cam Johnson is really good because he can shoot the three. He can defend like that too, like Michael Bridges, which is why the defense is so good. He plays closing lineups, but he's just not as important as the other two guys. To be honest with you, he's just not as important as the other guys. So, but Tyler was gonna. I don't know if they have a such thing as unanimous 6 man of the year, but if they did, Tyler Hero would have a good chance of doing it.
Oh yeah, he'd probably be what is it? What is it? 6 man of the year? Oh yeah. He's for sure 6 man. Come on now. Yeah, he's for sure. Kevin Love, he's really been out of it. Haven't really heard much of his name. Cameron Johnson, haven't really heard much of his name since the finals.
Mm-hmm.
So the clear choice for me is Tyler Hero.
That's true. Most improved player, John Morant, Darius Garland, DeJounte Murray. John Morant's gonna win it. I mean, it is what it is. He went from being he was he All-Star last year?
No.
Okay. Well, he went from being non-All-Star to a possible All-NBA second team player. So he's going to get it. He's averaging 8.5 more points this year than he did last year. He's doing it more efficiently. I'm sorry. He has more usage percentage. Only Luka and Giannis String have a higher one. He turns it over lower. So you've got a guy who's scoring more, more points, more efficiently with a larger workload and a lower turnover rate than some of the the other high usage players in the league. He's a great interior finisher. He's shooting now 34% on pull-up threes, which is good. And if he gets a little bit better, I mean, you're going to have to actually guard the three with that guy. Yeah, good job with that. He's basically this guy has been so good. If it wasn't for Morant, Darius Garland would do it. He literally got an All-Star this year. The Cavaliers are actually good this year. It is what it is, man. I'll say that. It's just hard. This year's been such a weird year. You've got so good players. You got Darius Garland who could win it. He's not going to win it. These awards are for guys like him. DeJounte Murray too, man. DeJounte Murray got his team into the play-in. However, he's averaging 21.2 points per game. He's leading the league in both steals and deflections. His offensive game is a lot better. He can pull up now. He's actually going to take shots late in the game. But this is the easiest one, probably, of them all. Is John Morant's going to be most improved player?
Oh yeah, I would say the same thing. I mean, there's no question in my mind that he's not going to be the most improved player, and also he's an all-star this year. So I mean, all three of them are all-stars, but he is the more exciting and more improved all-star out of all three of them.
It's true. Okay.
So
quickly, we'll go. I pull up this article. At the end of the article, the guy gives his All-NBA team, so I'll put the link in the script in the chat here.
I mean, you can put it in the private chat or the other one. Don't matter. It does not matter.
Okay.
You put that in the private chat. Yeah.
Alrighty. And then it's at the end of the article. Once you get below, it'll have his own, and so I'm using his as a way to talk about my own. And so here's what I will say. First team, I agree with everything there. Now, I would say this. If they put Joel Embiid there, I have no issues. I think those three guys are the bet are all first are top five players this year. They really are. They really are. Giannis, Joel, and Nikola Jokic are really are. Now, obviously, people are going to complain because none of these guys except Giannis plays the four. But I get it. If this happens, it's going to change everything because now, you know, because LeBron's team didn't do anything. That's probably why they could do it. This wouldn't happen if LeBron's team was actually good this year. With the way he played, this wouldn't happen. But with LeBron finally not making a All NBA first team for the first time in how long? A couple years.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's going to happen. I've been saying it for years. They should really move away from guard positions now to like basically the 15 best players in the league. That's what they really should do. Rudy Gobert should never be there, but they have to put. I would say this: Rudy Gobert is going to get like 5 or 6 All NBA third teams, all because he's a center and they need a center. Like this guy's not a top 15 player, bro. He's not. But okay, whatever. I'm having a hard time putting Steph as my first team guy. I'd rather put Chris Paul or John Morant over Steph. Steph has missed too many games for me, and John Morant has had.
I'd personally put John Morant there.
Yeah, I would put John Morant as my first team. You know me, love Steph. I've loved him for so long, but I'm not a homer. I'm not a over this crazy guy who says, yeah, he should be there. I get it. His team has not been good without him, but you need to give credit to John Morant. His team went from being in the play-in to being the second team. I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, that's it. For my first team, it's John Morant. I put Devin Booker there. He deserves it. He's the best player on the best team in the league. Giannis, your Joel Embiid, Nikola Jokic. I agree with that one. Second team, I would put um Steph there. I would take off Trae Young because look, he come on strong, but I don't think he should be a second team player. I think he should probably be on the third team. I'll put Luka. I'll put Steph Curry. I would put Kevin Durant. Yes.
Oh yeah, I would put him there also.
I would put Jason Tatum because of the second. I mean, they're like 25 or something, so Tatum should get that one. And Karl Anthony Towns, I agree with that because they got the playoffs this year and he's unlocked himself. So the only change is Trae Young will go be on my third team. So my second team is Luka, Steph, KD, Jason Tatum, Karl Anthony Towns. My third team is Chris Paul, Trae Young, DeMar DeRozan, and LeBron James is on the third team. He deserves to be there. He's one of the top 15 players, obviously. But he has not had a better season than Kevin Durant Giannis because he's out of the playoffs and they are
and they have a losing record. So
losing record. I mean, there's 16 games under 500, or 17 or something now. DeMar DeRozan, early on, DeMar DeRozan was MVP candidate. Then things fell off. My issue with him is his inability to lead his team to one win over. I think it's the Bucks, the Heat, the Sixers, the Suns, the Grizzlies, or the Warriors. They're like 0-17 or something, so he can't be there. And then Rudy Gobert, I don't really want to put him there, but I mean, there's not really any other center if you're really going by it. He's kind of just like
he's kind of like a throwaway.
Yeah, he must be. It must feel good to just know that because of positionality, you are almost like the default guy they have to pick. Like they have to pick. Like it is so crazy. Can we? I mean, I really hope there's some new really good big. Like I hope Evan Mobley becomes really good, so that I don't have to see this anymore. Because I am so tired of seeing Rudy Gobert make every All NBA team. Like he must have like 3 or 4 of those things, because he makes it almost every year that I know. Always. I mean, I don't know, man. I would put Bam Adebayo there. I really would. Actually, you know what? F Rudy Gobert. My third team would be Chris Paul, Trae Young, LeBron, DeMar DeRozan, Bam Adebayo. Bam Adebayo. That's who I'm putting there. That is who I'm putting there. Rudy Gobert would not make my third team because Rudy Gobert, all he does is anchor defense. He doesn't score. And you know why he doesn't score? Because he's not a good offensive player. He says, well, barely getting looks from his teammates' offense. Well, that's because he's not a very good offensive player. You know, they would give you the ball if you could score or you had something. He can't do any of that. Plus, these are just positional third teams he's getting. These are not earned third teams. These are not earned third teams. Come on now. Bam Adebayo is my third team, man.
Yeah, I would say the same. I mean, Rudy Gobert's like that throwaway vote. I mean, because he's a center, we're going to put him there.
Yeah, I mean, he's just there. It's like what? Okay, yeah, he averages 15 rebounds. What? He averages 13, 14 points. It's not impressive. The defense is their defense is worse. I just don't know. I don't know.
So, I mean, that's really all I
see. Quickly, I can give. Okay, so I quickly will give some of my All NBA, my defensive players. I will put Drew Holiday. I would put Bam Adebayo. I think Draymond Green may get there. Rudy Gobert. Scotty Barnes, I think have a chance of getting there. Who else? Giannis, Embiid. Who else? Giannis, Embiid, Patrick Beverly, and yeah, that's about 9. Yeah. I need one more for 10. Who else would be?
Drew Holiday.
Oh no, I put Drew Holiday there.
Right.
I put him there. Well, that's about all I can do right now. Yeah, those 9 guys I said. If you watch back the VOD, those are my 9 All NBA defensive players. For now, you know, I like to see who's there, but that's my All NBA defensive players. They all deserve it. They all been very good defensive players. Oh, Mikal Bridges. I'm sorry. That's
yes. Yeah.
Mikal Bridges is going to be there. So that's my 10 guys. For sure.
That's what I would say. Also, I would say the same thing because there's not really many options.
I mean,
when it comes to defense.
Yeah, I mean, if we actually had the time or anything, you could find statistics to back up all 10 of these guys and their team's defense. And Jimmy Butler is always going to be there too, so he'll be 11th. But it's whatever. He's always there.
Yeah, he's always there.
Yeah, there you go. That's it.
So I mean, I guess that's it for today.
Yeah, that's it.
And so with that being said, this has been another episode of the APF Podcast, episode 146. It is the most phenomenal man that shocked system, aka the coach, signing out.
It's your boy going forward. Another great episode in the books. If you liked it, please leave a comment, rate, and if you can, hit that subscribe button, hit the notifications to get the start time of this podcast. And when we go live, look at the script, hit that arrow down button over there to see all the links in the description. And please enjoy the rest of your Saturday.
And what the fuck? Okay. We out of here, buddy.
Later.